So today I'm going to share a little bit about a day in my life, what that looks like as a coach, kind of what my day-to-day tasks are, what I choose to spend my time doing as a coach versus what I just have goals set for and I don't devote time to every day in particular on a schedule. Um, so yeah. So basically, because I'm in college, my schedule, at least I've only been coaching really actively this semester, but I started the end of last semester, and so my schedule changed drastically between semester and semester. Your classes change, my work schedule changed, and my lab meetings and all that stuff changes per semester. But then I also have like random meetings with my thesis director that are like randomly whenever I have time, and it's not every week, and so my schedule never looks the same week to week. So it's really hard for me to plan out and schedule exact time that I want to devote to coaching every week. Daily, if I know what's going on, like I can kind of schedule and plan, but I kind of just go work whenever the time comes and when I want to work. Really, because I'm a student, really just in the cracks of the day. I never have more than 20 or so minutes at a time to really devote to coaching. So basically, with that all being said, there's two or three kind of non-negotiables for me that I try really hard to do and to get to every single day, just to maintain where I feel like I need to be at as a coach, like what I kind of put on myself as a requirement. And that's to, one, be a product of the products that I'm trying to offer to other people. So what that looks like is really just me making sure that I'm taking care of myself, making sure I'm getting my workout in, making sure I'm fueling my body properly with nutrition. And with that, I usually try my best to post that also. I post my workouts almost every single day on Instagram. That's just something I've gotten in the habit of doing. I just take a video of the whole thing and I spend a couple minutes afterwards just taking short clips out of my videos and putting them on Instagram. So that's kind of like one of my non-negotiable things, is just making sure that I'm checking in with my followers by posting, not necessarily reaching out to them all individually, but just posting my workouts, posting every so often. I post the meals that I eat. I don't do that all the time. Sometimes I'll do like a whole day and I just post all my food for the day, my shake and my Energize, Recover, pre-workout, post-workout, stuff like that. But I don't do that every day, but I try to do my workouts every day. So that's kind of like one of my just non-negotiable things. Another thing that I do pretty much every day, I try to do every day, is when I post my workouts, sometimes I'll post like a poll or a questionnaire or something. And if I get responses to that, or if I have people just message me, I do my best to respond within a day. That also always does not happen. I'm never usually on my phone constantly to be able to keep up with them as they come. It's my phone's away for a while and then I get back to it and I have like 3 or 4 messages. And so I try my best to keep up with that on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't always happen, but that's one of my other things. So it's, if someone reaches out to me or shows interest or expresses interest in some way, I try my best to connect with them and make sure that I am starting that conversation or continuing the conversation. So that's like another thing. And then my other last thing that I do every single day as a coach is I check in with my challenge groups and challengers. So some of you in here are actually challengers right now, so you know what a challenge group looks like. But basically, as coaches, we run accountability and challenge groups, and we kind of divide tasks. So we divide up, because you're never alone. We have a team. We work together and we divide who posts what when. So we do daily check-ins where we as coaches and our challengers will comment, put a picture, just kind of say, hey, I got my workout done today, or whatever it may be. Post your meals. It's just kind of a way to keep ourselves accountable. And I feel like as coaches, we need to be doing that so that we can set an example and be a motivator or motivators for our challengers in those groups. So that's another thing that I do. Sometimes the day gets away from me and I forget. But I try my best to at least check in once and just say, I got my workout in, like my day's crazy, whatever it may be, just so that you are a face and a constant face and a constant reminder to your challengers that you're doing it too. They're not alone. We're all in this together type of thing. Excuse me. So that's pretty much my day to day. So like I said, my non-negotiables are posting, checking in, and responding. That's kind of what I do every day because I can't schedule a lot like really far in advance just because of my schedule being in college is crazy. I don't ever sit down and say, okay, this is how long I'm working on coaching stuff. Or I don't schedule my week out and say, this is what I need to do this week. I do set goals for myself for each week or each month. Usually the month is where I set big goals. And if I can think of ways to help me reach those goals, I might set like a weekly goal just to work towards that. But it's really hard for me to really schedule, and I am someone that lives by a schedule. I live by my planner. So it's a nice change of pace to be a coach for me just because I don't schedule everything out. It's kind of just I can do this whenever I want to, whenever I can, and it works. It's still working for me. Now, I will say it's hard to completely get things done just in the cracks of your day. So for me, the majority of my work on coaching is in the like little cracks of my day. But like I said, I have those non-negotiable things that I do every single day. And I think that's what's really helps is consistency. I might not be asking questions and putting polls every single day, but my followers are seeing that I'm posting and doing these things. So even if I'm not posting a question or a poll for them to reach out to, they might have been watching me for a while and then they reach out. So that's how I kind of start those conversations. And it's hard because, like I said, I don't post those things every single day, but the fact that I'm posting my workouts and at least I'm being consistent in my day-to-day activities, from a follower's perspective, they can see that. So that's what's been really helpful to be on routine and be scheduled without me actually having like a chunk of time scheduled out. Like, oh, this Wednesday for 20 minutes, I'm gonna just message people. Like, no, I don't have the time to do that, at least not right now. I think it'd be really helpful to be able to plan out times like that for myself. But with what I have going on right now, my life is always up in the air. There's never a certain day or time for anything for me except for my classes and work. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else that I do. I mean, I keep up with my emails, and I make Google Forms for people to fill out, and I make Canvas, and that's kind of when I have like extra time to do it. And I also do my best to check in on our team pages. We have some great resources and trainings available to us. And so whenever I have a chance to do that, I do. It's usually like not a lot of time, so sometimes I'll have to watch little mini training videos that are maybe 20 minutes long in like 5-minute increments. But some of those are super helpful. And I try to like find random Instagram trainings and things like that on my own time. But it's like I said, it's never, that's kind of as it comes to me and as I have time to do it. But it's been really nice because I don't have to necessarily schedule everything out for me to make this a business for myself, and for me to make coaching a thing for me. But I do wish I had a little bit of more time to devote to it. I just don't right now, and it's still working for me, and I'm still happy with where I'm at. So yeah, so I have those couple non-negotiable things, but for me, coaching is kind of just up in the air, which is great. And there's so many resources available to me and to everyone on our team and just out there in general. You can literally just Google anything and find some resources for you. So you're not alone in it. It's really, that's the thing that I thought was going to be my issue, was no one has the exact same schedule as me. No one has everything the same as me. So it's really hard to figure it out on your own, but you do. You really get into the groove of things, and there's so many, like I said, resources available, and you have a team behind you who is going to support you no matter what. So it's really a lot of fun, and my days, coaching definitely keeps excitement in my otherwise dreary, boring, long, research, reading heavy days as a student. So coaching is like the little light at the end of the tunnel where when I get to work on it, it's super exciting because it's very different from what I have to do every single day, because coaching isn't something I have to be doing. It's something I want to be doing and I'm happy to be doing. So yeah, so that's a little bit about my day to day. And if you have any questions for me, let me know. I hope I explained everything really well. Like I said, I really don't have plans any day of the week for it. But yeah, so I hope everyone has a great day.